Hello, BookTube community. Welcome to another installment of Erin's Book Club. I have a book review to do and a little bit of updating to do on my reading schedule. But first I wanted to do this book review because it was a book that I wasn't expecting it to be this good. So, what I read was Seabiscuit, an American Legend by Laura Hildenbrand. Now, I watched the movie, and the movie was okay. It was slow in the beginning and, had a lot of politics in it, but it was okay. So I read the book with a bit of trepidation because I was like, is this going to be another one that I'm going to be let down about? And it really was not something that let me down. It was a great history lesson in the beginning, explaining the Depression era and how people were struggling through that. And then it got right into the horse and how they found each other, and it developed every character in the story, and apparently it's a non-fiction. So the characters would have been true to life, and I've fallen in love with them. And it followed the characters' point of view all the way throughout the book, and was able to mesh them together, and you were able to still follow them. But at the same time, there wasn't like a main character. Well, the horse, I guess, was the main character, but there wasn't a main character that you could follow. You were able to jump from character to character without feeling lost, which was phenomenal. And like the plot, basically, I don't know if you guys know about Seabiscuit. Let me read the back. He was a cultural icon, a world-class athlete, a champion who triumphed over terrible handicaps to become a legend of the racetrack. No other racehorse has rivaled Seabiscuit's fame or his sway over the nation's imagination. Now Laura Hildenbrand unfolds the spellbinding story of this marvelous animal, the world he lived in, and the men who staked their lives and fortunes on his dazzling career. A riveting tale of grit, grace, luck, and an underdog's stubborn determination, Seabiscuit is an American classic, and it really is. And you were able to follow through everything, and everything flowed. There were times when I was crying in this book. There were times when I was laughing out loud. I can't tell you how many times my alarm about like the 10 o'clock go home or go to bed thing ran, and I was still reading. And that is a real joy because I haven't had that in a while. It was something that I was coming home to do reading before I went to the barn, which that says something. You were able to feel like you're an every man's man following this guy, and it made you believe that even if you're the underdog, it's possible for you to have the skill to carry on. There's things I learned about Seabiscuit in this book that I didn't know. Like, I knew he was kind of a gangly horse, but he was pretty gibbled up. Like, his knee didn't look very right. He actually did have a bit of a limpy run to him. You got to understand there was more than one major accident with the main jockey, Red. And like really how he survived is amazing. It even went near the end with a epilogue, and told how everybody's life came to an end, and part of it was really sad. But it was a book that kept you riveted throughout the end of it. And the acknowledgments I didn't read because acknowledgments are boring, but I read the epilogue and really kind of felt like I followed the life with them. And I didn't realize how close to me this Seabiscuit was. He actually passed away the year before I was born, which was kind of cool. And he passed away young. He was only 14 when he died, and he died of what they think was a heart attack, which makes sense because this horse has been through hell and back to try to get where he is today. I think any of you horse lovers out there, or any of you people that are struggling with a major adversary, buy this book and give it a good read. It's a quick read. It looks thick, and it's like 400 and some odd pages. Oh, 300? 394. 399 pages. So it's a good read. It's a quick read. And the characters, like I've fallen in love with the characters. Like, I finished the book and I was kind of depressed that it was over. I would have liked to, I don't know, have Seabiscuit not die so young and find out what happened, with him. I don't, it was over too early. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Seabiscuit, an American Legend, is really one of my favorite books now. the movie kind of sucks compared to this book. Like, I'm really upset that I watched the movie first. So, there you have it. Also, I have a little bit of upkeep to do. I have been reading in between books, two textbooks, the Dressage Guide, which I will continue to read, and then this Cooking for Dummies book. Now, I've been going through the recipes as I'm reading, and the problem is the reading is going a lot faster than the cooking. And I have two bookmarks. So, I've got the cooking bookmark, and what I've read to bookmark. So if you see, they're awfully separated. I don't know if you can see that. So cooking, what I read to. So I'm going to stop reading this for a little bit until I've gone through some of these recipes so I can catch up on my cooking before I catch up on my reading. So that one we're going to put on the back burner, excuse the pun, until I've caught up on that one. But I'll continue to read the Dressage guidebook. And then once I've caught up on the cooking one, I'll continue to do that in between books. So, yeah. All in all, I guess that's all I've got to say. And I will let you know when I have another book read. Thanks, guys.